back to the Claremont Classic Garage, and today we're in Claremont at the Durham Heritage Steam and Gas Society's annual show. It's a little show, but it's a great show. So let's go wander around and see what we see. Here you got the threshing demonstration going on. They've got their steam engine running the threshing machine. And I was talking to them. This is actually one of very few left that still has its original riveted boiler in operation. A lot of them have been replaced with welded ones over the years, but this thing is all original. Pretty cool. Look at all the pulleys and belts and jiggling and wiggling and chains. This is the actual grain coming out into these bushel bags. McCormick Deering. Oh look, Gord's Ferguson is here. Imagine that. Thing looks good, eh? Always shining in the sun. Hi, Gord. Beautiful Chevy touring car. It's got a little write-up here. Let's see. 1925. Car was found in a farm field. Was restored by Dean Evans. Built in Oshawa in 1925 and was put back together with parts from 3 other 25 Chev cars. 103-inch wheelbase. 4-cylinder engine, 26 whole horsepower. Isn't that awesome? No front brakes. Notice that? It only has brakes on the back. And they're probably mechanical brakes with just rods and levers and stuff. No hydraulics on these. Nice Mercury truck. Oh, it's got a write-up too. 1949, 255 flathead V8, made in Canada. It's a little case tractor. It is a little guy, but look at the size of the engine on this thing. The engine is like half of the tractor. Wow. It's a W6. Nice GMC truck. Oh, a Dexter. These are nice. They came from England. 3-cylinder diesel, which was kind of a collaboration between Ford of England and the origins of Perkins. This engine would later go on to fame as the Perkins 152 3-cylinder diesel. This one here is a 144. It's the earlier one. The 152 would come out in the Fordson Super Dexter later. I had one of those. What a great tractor. But this is the 144. It doesn't say Perkins anywhere on this engine, but the Perkins 3-cylinder is this engine. So they were widely used in all kinds of stuff. Massey 35s, Massey 135s. Wow, it's good. Let's see if this has got any goodies on it. Yeah, it's got the remote valve. Cool. I'm trying to remember back my Dexter Tech from back when I had one, but on mine there was a push-pull thing, I think. Oh, that's why, because it's got the remote valve here. On mine, there was a diverter valve here, and it had a push-pull, so you'd pull it out, and it would divert the hydraulic oil to your remote joystick. That's probably better than what I had on mine. There you go. I got this old farm all hooked up to a buzzsaw here. Gonna do some cutting. Here we go. Making firewood, I guess, for the steam engine. It's a neat front end loader. Could do a lot of work with this. These fellas are making shingles. They got this old International stationary engine running their saw. Or shakes. I call them shingles. They're cedar shakes, not shingles. He's squaring them up right now. All right, here we are. We're gonna see what this does. It's a belt-driven thickness planer. They're just getting it set up to what they need. They're running it with a Massey Ferguson 165. That should provide the power they need. Here we go. Pretty neat, eh? And out it comes. This here, you can see the tractor. It's got like these newer tractors didn't have belt pulleys sticking out the side of them like old ones did. It'd be an accessory thing that bolts onto the back of it over top of the PTO shaft. I've got some at home for my Fergusons. That's a decidedly bigger one than the ones I've got, but it does the same thing. Here comes another one. Pretty good, eh? It's not fast or noisy. It just goes at its own pace. But you can see the chips flying. It's doing its job. Massey Harris, #1 apple pulper. And this you can see here is people powered. You turn this thing and dump your apples in, and it, yeah, you can see there's a few in there, and it pulps them. And that's a press. Now you can make some cider. The bees like it. This here's a flour mill. So you can make your own flour on the farm. This one here making corn flour. These little engines, they just go all day. Pop, 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 pop. Isn't that amazing? Here's a big stationary engine. Like, it's a big one. You can see here, this here, there's the connecting rod. So that's the cylinder there. There's the connecting rod. That's the crankshaft. All exposed. You know, and it's just got a greaser on it. There's an oiler there. That oils the cylinder bore. Absolutely fascinating. This here, I guess, is the magneto. There's the valve gear all exposed on the top of the cylinder head. Fantastic. This is cool. A 664 International with the Alice Chalmers roto bale on the back of it. Pretty cool. There's a 1.5 horsepower McCormick gearing, and it's making ice cream. You can get anything. And I've had some of that ice cream. It's really good. Here's some stuff all made out of cedar. It's an old windmill. I don't think it's well, it's not turning. But in the old days, this windmill this shaft would turn, and it would run the pump down in the well here, and they would irrigate the farm with that. Go climbing up there with a grease gun. Wonder whose job that was. Probably a pretty good view from up there, eh? Oh, there it goes. It does turn. It's a little squeaky. It says self-oiling on the other side, but I'm not sure it self-oils anymore. But that was good. It was turning. Now we're going to get the sawmill fired up. We got something with plenty of power here to run it. There we go. The PTO is engaged. The blade is turning. All right, they're happy with the speed that it's, and here we go. Oh, too far, it's gonna take too big a cut. So they'll back it up and jiggle the log back a bit. All righty, here we go. Now I'll take it back a bit more. There we go, that looks good. Make short work of that. They're just kind of capping it now. You can see the sawdust coming up that conveyor there. Pretty cool. So they'll go ahead first and kind of square it up and then cut it into boards. Or no, maybe they're just cutting the boards off of that. Shows what I know about sawing. and all the stuff, the scrap from the saw just gets cut up and burned in the steam engine. There we go, now they're turning it. All right, yep, now they're starting to square it up. All right, they got a tape measure. We're at the point now where they got it square enough they can start measuring. That's good. That's how you know you're getting somewhere. No, not taking enough. They'll back it off and pull it over a little bit more. Try it there. There we go. Okay, now they flipped it to the fourth side. And look what we end up with, a nice 6x6 post. And there you have it. That's some sawing for you. Man, we just missed the baler going, but you can see what it does. It makes these small round bales. Not like the big gigantic round bales we see today, but it makes these little round bales. Well, that'll do it for that. We had a great time. These guys are a small local club. They put this show on every year. It was great. All the years we've lived up here, this is the first time we've actually made it over to this show. It's such a busy weekend for us. But anyway, we were here, we saw it. Now you've seen it. I hope you enjoyed it. I'd like to thank you as always for coming to check out the Claremont Classic Garage. I hope you'll come and see what we're up to next time. And until then, I'm Kevin saying so long for now.